A cross-channel invasion of occupied Europe from Britain was on the Allies' agenda from 1942, the US pressing for swift action while the British temporized, convinced of the extreme difficulty of such a venture. The Germans, meanwhile, fortified the coast from southwest France to Scandinavia with the Atlantic Wall, a formidable line of artillery emplacements, concrete bunkers, and beached obstacles. Planning for the invasion began in earnest in mid-1943 with U.S. General Dwight D. Eisenhower as Supreme Commander and British General Bernard Montgomery commanding the land forces. A vast buildup of troops and supplies in southern England could not be disguised, but a deception effort persuaded the Germans the invasion would strike the Pas de Calais instead of Normandy. Airborne troops were sent to secure the flanks of the invasion zone ahead of the main forces. Some 13,000 soldiers of the U.S. 82nd and 101st Airborne Divisions landed behind Utah Beach, and 8,000 men of the British 6th Airborne Division near Sword Beach. In darkness and bad weather, many paratroopers landed in the wrong place. Nonetheless, most secured their objectives. The U.S. seaborne landings in the Utah sector benefited from a lucky twist of fate. Unexpected currents carried the landing craft to a beach nearly 2 miles to the south of their intended point of arrival. This area turned out to be weakly defended, and the soldiers of the 4th Infantry Division easily moved inland. Joining up with the airborne troops, a total of 21,000 U.S. troops came ashore on Utah on that day, suffering less than 1% casualties. The U.S. landing at Omaha met strong resistance. The defenses were manned by experienced German infantry, and naval and air bombardment of the defenders' positions had been ineffectual. Many landing craft and tanks sank in the heavy seas, and once ashore, engineers struggled to clear mines and other obstacles. Trapped on the beach under fire, infantry took heavy losses. By the day's end, U.S. soldiers had achieved limited gains inland, at a cost of thousands of casualties. In the eastern sector, the British came ashore on Gold and the Canadians on Juno. The British succeeded in landing tanks, which aided progress. The Canadians had a harder fight to exit the beach, but successfully joined British forces to create a single bridgehead. A similar link-up with Sword Beach was prevented by 21st Panzer Division, the only armored force in the area. At first, British landings at Sword did not encounter heavy resistance. However, congestion of men and vehicles slowed the exit from the beach. Advancing inland, British troops encountered far stiffer opposition, and the planned link-up with the Canadians to their right proved impossible. In the early afternoon, infantry reached Pegasus Bridge, seized by the British paratroopers during the night, but fighting with the 21st Panzer Division stopped their advance to Caen. Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, in command of the Atlantic Wall defenses, was on leave on June 6. He came back late in the evening and began bringing in forces for a counteroffensive. However, the Allies made slow but definite progress. All the landing zones were joined to form a single bridgehead. By June 12th, Mulberry artificial harbors were built to allow a flow of supplies and reinforcements. Day by day, the Allied foothold became less precarious. On D-Day itself, the Allies successfully landed more than 150,000 troops, forming a bridgehead they could reinforce and supply across the channel. Casualties on that day were lighter than feared, with about 11,000 Allied soldiers killed or wounded. However, the Allies did not achieve many of their first-day objectives, and the German defenders fought fiercely. The Allies did not break out of their coastal toehold until late July. The Battle of Normandy cost them more than 200,000 casualties, and it wouldn't be until August 25th until Paris was finally liberated. I hope you all enjoyed this brief summary of the D-Day landings. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, World War II, or anything else for that matter. I'll see y'all next time.